Hey everyone, and welcome to my craft room. My name's Julianne Richards and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in southern Tasmania. I'd love to say sunny southern Tasmania, but we haven't seen the sun for a few days, so perfect time to cuddle in and do some crafting. Just bear with me for a minute. I'm going to make sure my volume is okay, which it is. Welcome to everybody who joins and everyone who watches the replay. It's lovely to have you here with me today. Anyway, today I'm going to feature the Coming Home suite or bundle from the new August to December mini catalogue. It's a really cute little set. It has these cute little houses, very simple in design, and some trees, sort of pine trees, some Christmas sort of wreaths and things like that. And it's got no sentiments, so you can use it all year round. I can see if you're not using it for Christmas, it would also be good for housewarming, welcome to your new home, welcome to the neighbourhood, that sort of thing as well. So I think this one we'll probably get a fair bit of use out of as the year goes by. Hi, I can see some people joining me. Gwenda, Sue and Pam, thanks for joining me. It's lovely to have you here. Sue, yes, Sue, I am on the mend, hopefully. I've got a doctor's appointment on Friday, so I'm hoping that he will tell me that my adventure with vertigo is over. But I'm told it will come back, or it could come back. So anyway, it's the joys of getting old, my love, I'm afraid. But anyway, we can fight it as ungracefully as we possibly can. Okay, so, and I'd say crafting keeps you young, so everyone's got a craft. Or have a hobby at least. So we're going to make this card here. I'm actually swapping the colours with this one. I did it in blue. You guys who know me know that blue is my colour. I tend to gravitate to it. But I thought probably green would be a bit more appropriate with the pine trees and the hills. So I'm going to do this one in green, which means changing the colours a little bit. I've seen it on Pinterest, etc., described as a Dutch gate card. I'm not quite sure. I thought Dutch gates had both sides, but maybe that's a double Dutch fold, who knows. But anyway, if anyone knows what they're actually called, this particular design, please let me know. Hey Hannah, thanks for joining me. How's that little boy of yours? He's so cute. Is he behaving himself? Anyway, so let's get on with this card. So as I say, there are no sentiments with this set, so I have actually used a sentiment from another Christmas stamp set that I'll grab out in a minute. Actually, I've left it in my cupboard, so I'm going to have to get that out when we get to that point. Okay, so as you can see, the card is a landscape card, so it goes along the flat way like that, rather than our usual or my usual designs that go that way. It's actually a landscape card, so it opens up like this. So let's have a little look at what I've got here, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so because I'm swapping to greens, I've swapped to a shaded spruce card base, and this is as I say, a landscape card base, so it's actually 11.5 inches long, 4 1/8 inches high, and I've scored it at 5 3/4. So we've got that sort of orientation on our card. Okay, so I've got also the greens to go with it. This one is Just Jade, which is one of our new in colours, which I think is absolutely glorious. And I've got a piece of soft sea foam as well, which I think lightens up the three. So the Just Jade is also 5 3/4 long, and I think it is 3 1/4 wide. Let's have a look. 3 1/8 wide, and the soft sea foam is 2 1/4 wide. And I'm going to pop those through my machine. So anyone who watches my videos knows that the floor in my craft room is a bit like a trampoline, so I don't bring my die cutting machine into the picture because it wobbles around too much. So I'm going to do it off camera, so just bear with me for a minute. So what I'm going to do is cut, first of all, in our card base. I'm going to use, this is the die from the bundle. Here it is here. This is the, oh, there goes one on the floor. Anyway, this is the dies that go with our set, and we've got various dies here. We've got a slope here, which is like a landscape slope that's just plain. It doesn't have anything on it. got various houses and trees and things there as well. But we also have this one, which is a sort of a landscapey sort of slope, but it has some pine trees on it. So what I'm going to do is cut that in the front of my card base up fairly high like that, so that I get that sort of barn door sort of look. Anyway, so bear with me, I'm going to do that and I'll bring it back to show you. So here we go. Hopefully it won't wobble like anything here. Okay, so that didn't take very long. Okay, so what you can see I've done here is just cut that out of the front of my card base. So there, so it's still actually attached the top part. I'm going to grab my scissors and cut that off. So we have a sort of cut down card front. There we are. Okay, so there we are. So that's basically what that looks like. So that's not too hard to work out. What's it, Hannah saying? He's really good growing too. Yeah, they grow too thick, too fast. That's it. So cherish it while he's little, because then once they leave home, they come back again and you never get rid of them. So the next one I'm going to do is the Just Jade layer. So I want that to be cut with this little one as well. So I'm going to cut that towards the top and just in that sort of position as well. Now, you've got to be careful with this dies that you make your trees point up, because it's easy enough to have a slight lean on your trees and it looks a bit weird. Okay, so we've done this one as well. So there we are, we can see we've got our trees there. So what I'm actually going to do eventually is flip this one over so that we don't have the same profile all the way down. So we're going to have this hill sort of going that way, just so it looks a little bit different. And you don't get the nice finish that you'd get on the right side of a die cut, but because it's at the back, I don't think it matters too much. Now I'm just going to do the same thing with my soft sea foam layer, and then I'll be back. There we are. Okay, that's it on through. And we've got this one as well. Okay, so sorry about that, but I'm back now. Okay, so we've got our 3 layers cut, and as you can see, they sort of go from what would be the background through to the foreground at different levels, which I think is really quite effective. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, hey Annette, thanks for joining me. So what I'm going to do now is actually stick this Just Jade layer with some glue. I'm just going to glue that straight onto the card base. There we go. Just like that. So you can see that little trees are slightly different. There's 2 trees on this side and 3 there. And then I'm going to put our soft sea foam layer. I'm going to actually set that up on some dimensionals. Find them, here they are. So just to give it a little bit of an extra 3D effect. I've been trying to get to this set for so long. I don't know about you guys, but I'm finding it very difficult to get into the Christmas spirit at the moment. I think because I've been stuck at home in lockdown for so long, I can't actually believe that we are in the middle of August. I mean, I know we are, but it just doesn't feel right. It feels like we should still be back in March or April, which is like the last time I went into the office in my day job. So it sort of feels like we should be looking forward to Easter rather than Christmas. Did I see Sharon was watching? Sharon, hey Sharon, how are you? How are you guys coping in New Zealand? You're back to level 2 at the moment, is that right? Level 3 in Auckland. I've been thinking about you anyway, especially because the premier of my state has just extended the border closures till the 1st of December. So I'm not going to get away even if I wanted to. We're stuck here. Okay, so there we are. We've got our little landscape there. It looks quite cute. I'm glad I did it in the green. I think the green's really, really nice. So, okay, so now we can start decorating our hills with some interest. I'm going to do the same sort of thing as I did with this first one. I'm going to a couple of little houses and a little red beetle with a Christmas tree on top. And something just clunked to the ground, so I'm not sure what it was. I've already stamped and started colouring my little houses. So these are the little bits from the set. Yes, it's the new norm, unfortunately, Sharon, yes. These are the little houses from the set. There's 2 little ones there. This is this one here, and our little VW car, which is really cute. I always wanted a VW, so now I can make as many as I want. And I've got this little tree here as well, which is obviously stuck on the top of our car, and it's headed home for the Christmas break. Okay, so I just need to colour this last one, and I'll show you the colours that I've used. My little car is in real red, so I've got dark real red on the little car, and of course I've got shaded spruce on the Christmas tree behind it. This little house here has got a cherry cobbler door and roof, and a mint macaron windows, and a light pretty peacock for the rest there. And what I'm going to do is just basically use the same colours but flip them for this second little house. So it's going to have a cherry cobbler walls. Just quickly colour that. Now blends are amazing for colouring. They are just so easy to work with, and the coverage is complete. It's just so not blotchy, not streaky. It's just really, really good. And because they're blends, you can blend them. I'm not doing a very good job of this one. I need to concentrate. I'm very excited. I have got my tax return in, and it was a nice little tax return, and I've ordered myself a webcam, so I'm going to be able to actually do my videos with a much more professional look, and probably better focus and better colour and better sound, because I know some people find my sound a little bit hard. I think that's probably more the fact that I get carried away and forget to speak up sometimes, but we shouldn't have problems like that anymore once I get my new webcam. And of course I got my 22-year-old son to recommend the best one, so hopefully it'll be good. It's the same one that he uses when he does his lectures, and he attends lectures and things and shoots for uni, so it should be good. Looking forward to it arriving. Okay, so this is the light pretty peacock. I'll just finish that. So that's our little house. When I'm colouring for a card like this, I don't like to bring in too many colours. I actually went against that here. I think I bought in too many colours. It made it a bit busy. So what I do like is just to use the same colours but sort of alternate them, do them in different positions. Okay, so we're going to put our little guys on here. So I'm going to have a house here, one little house up there, one little house sitting up here on the back hill there, like that, and the little car just down here in front, chugging along the road. So I'll just glue those in, and we're practically done. This is a really quick, nice card, and quite effective, I think. I'll just make sure that's straight. the heel there. Same with this one. Over here. Okay. And our little car bringing home the Christmas tree just over here at the front. Cool. Okay, so how's that? That's really sweet. I think I quite like that. Anyway, so all we need to do now is bring in our, I've just got a piece of Whisper White here that I've cut 1/8 of an inch smaller, so it's 4 inches by 5 5/8. I'm going to just stamp that with our centre. I might actually pop it in first because then I can get the position of my sentiment right. So there we are. And you'll see as soon as I put this in how much it lifts the card, because you actually then can see our little landscape a lot clearer with the white behind it. It just makes it stand out a lot better. Now I'm going to have to find my sentiment, which I said I'd left over here, which I have. I can't remember which one it was. This one, I think. Okay, yes. No, it wasn't that one. It was this one. Yes. I think. Merry Christmas. Yes. So it's actually the sentiments from the Snowman Season stamp set, which is cute in itself. I love these little snowmen, and it comes with a punch. So you can punch those out without having to fussy cut. I've got my Merry Christmas here. Actually, now I think about it, I'm going to swap out. I think I'm going to go for the sentiment in the Still Scenes. So there's a Season's Greetings here from the Still Scenes, which is really, really nice. And actually the little written one here is quite irrelevant for this little house theme. It says, "May the timeless message of Christmas fill your heart and home with joy today and always." So I think that's quite appropriate with our little houses and our little scene here at the front. So I might swap to that one for this card, just to something a bit different. Okay. Then I have to get back to work. What time is it? I'm on my lunch break. This is a sneaky lunchtime live. So I'm going to pop that just so you can see it around the trees. Try and get it as straight as I can. There we are. Not as dark as it could be, but it's okay. And then I'll get that clean off. And then I've got this sentiment here. As I said, I think it's quite lovely for the scene that we're working with. Oh, bollocks. I've got black on there, forget that. Apologies for my language. I dropped that in the ink. That's just terrible. Anyway, so I'm going to pop the sentiment in just behind the hill so you can't see it all the time. Just like that. That ink pad needs re-inking. Okay, so when it's closed, avoiding that blodge with my finger, you can't see your sentiment until you actually open it up, but you can always see your Season's Greetings. So there we are, that's that card done. I think hopefully you like that one. I think it was really, really sweet and quite fun and quite effective. So yeah, and with the greens I think it's quite appropriate for our Australian summer. She says keeping her hand over there because that's terrible. I'm going to have to get my mono rubber out and try and get rid of that ink. But anyway, so there we have our 2 cards there. It's alright, Susan, I can make another one. That's the joy of having a room full of cardstock. Anyway, I'll put that there, you won't even know. There are my cards for today. I hope you really you enjoyed that. Hey Donna, thanks for joining me. I'm just about to finish off and go and get back into the day job. So hopefully if you didn't see me live you can watch the replay. So there's my cards for today. I do have another one that I'm going to feature very soon with the Coming Home bundle, which is this little one here. So this is the next video I'm going to do. I don't know whether I'll do it live or I'll just go straight to my YouTube channel, but keep an eye out. I will share details of that fairly soon, but that's a favourite as well. So anyway, here is the Coming Home bundle, as I mentioned. It's available in the August to December mini catalogue. And if you require any help with ordering, or if you don't have an active demonstrator and you'd like to ask some questions, I'm here to help. Just send me a message. So anyway, have a great day. I will see you all the next time I take a break from my day job. Okay, stay safe everyone.